What is up? We are back in black in the building, man. What is going on? Shout out to everybody out there at the corporate plantation. Shit, like a son of a bitch. But anyway, my bad. I'm just posting this shit. Drinking this mullen tea, man. What is going on, man? Shout out to everybody out there at the corporate plantation. If you're doing what you need to do to survive, I got nothing but love for you. Nothing but love for everyone that's out there. Shout out to everybody. If you're at the core plantation doing shit that you ain't supposed to be doing, then I don't know what to tell you. If you being a mammy, then just keep being that mammy. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there that is making a way out of no way. Shout out to everybody out there that is support black businesses. Shout out to my brother David from No Compromise, Shawnee, Erica in the building, Tasha, Tamisha, all y'all, man. My cousin Mariah, all y'all out there, man. Shout out to y'all. You know, these allergies, man, they try to come get a motherfucker, but nigga, nah, man. Had to get up on this mullen tea. Man, had to get some mullen tea, had to make some sea moss. Matter of fact, I already got something made. I gotta send it to the homegirl. Shout out to Latanya and Miss Time, man. Shout out to them, man. We about to get into it today, man. I just want to talk about, man, mental race war. The mental race war. We gonna get into that today. We gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about how everything is mental, man. You have to be mentally tough, man. I get tired, man. I ain't gonna lie. When you work at these core plantations for a long time, you get mentally tired. But it is a mental race war. And what they like to do is tire us out and stress us out. We have to learn how to communicate with each other. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how the people in South Carolina need to go vote for our brother Marcel Dixon out there in South Carolina trying to make it do what it do. I know they like 3 or 4 hours ahead of me. But I'm very, very interested to see if we can pull it off. And that brother could dethrone Clyburn. Because all this nigga want to do is give out fish fries and shit. You know, we gonna get into all that today, man. All of it. Let's get it. Hey. Man, I had to talk about this today. I'm so tired of these butter biscuit mammy coon sambo motherfuckers in these positions and just wasting time, man. You know, Jim Clyburn, all these people, man, they all good until you start talking about reparations. And I'm going to keep talking about this shit. And this has been on my heart because it's mentally draining. I'm so tired of black folk being the distraction for the dominant society and carrying on the work of the fucking, the dominant society's racist and white supremacy goals. You know, they do it at the fucking job. Sometimes they're so dumb, they don't even know they doing it. But I look at people and I just be like, God damn, man. You know what I mean? And you deal with it so much, man. We already at war with the dominant society and all these other racial groups. And then we got to fight each other. That's why I just be like, that's not nationhood building. As my brother David from No Compromise says. It's just not nationhood building, and it's very, very tiresome. You know, we got people out here, you know, look, when you a parent, whether you planned it or not, okay, goddamn it, now you're a parent. But nigga, you can't run away from being a parent, and you can't blame everybody else for your mistakes. Own those motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And learn from them and use them as teaching mechanisms so people can begin to heal. And we have to learn how to lean and defend each other, because we don't do that. A lot of the times, all we do is sit up there and talk shit about each other because we don't have our own lanes, man. We try to merge our lanes with everybody else, and that's just not going to work. And that's the reason why Clyburn and Joe Biden, all them, I saw this thing that was it Jake Paul. He said some real shit. He was like, yeah, Joe Biden off his high-ass gas prices, the worst recession in inflation, the worst inflation ever. But y'all motherfuckers still, now of course, you know, he didn't implement the racism and white supremacy in there, But we all know about Joe Biden. Joe Biden don't give a fuck about no black people. But black people still out there telling niggas to go vote for Joe Biden. For y'all that want to go vote for him, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. I just suggest people start looking at facts and reading and understanding what it's about. Because if you don't read, you don't know. You know, I was listening to a Tariq Nasheed podcast, and he had some white dude come on, and the white dude was trying to like, oh well, let's talk about history. Then we started talking about history. Even I knew that. I was like, wait, hold on. You had the Black Plague, and you had the Justinian Plague. That damn near, I'm thinking like, from the little bit of books that I read, I'm like, well, didn't that damn near wipe out fucking Europe damn near? And then the Moors had to come in there with all their elixirs and shit. I'm just thinking this in my head. And then Tariq says this shit, and I'm like, I'm laughing. And then after that, the dude was like, oh, well, the Dark Ages wasn't really like that. And I'm like, well, that's why it was the Dark Ages, because y'all niggas was about to die. Yeah, I didn't come up with alcohol and all this other stuff. The Moors brung that in there. Had to finish my tea. But I'm going to tell you this right now. We need to stop arguing about if we foundational Black American, all that. Stop all that. But there needs to be a moment where we do define who we are so we can get reparations. And niggas need to stop. And when I mean niggas, I'm talking about non-foundational Black Americans. Stop hating on black folk. We the reason why y'all here, man. All these people come from all over the fucking country. And then when they do something, it's like the coach for Boston, the first Nigerian coach. Well, why don't you go do that in Nigeria? I'm tired of hearing that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but then, you know what I mean? Like, people are quick, and it's no diss. People are quick, oh, because, you know, we Nigerian, you know what I'm saying? We real smart. Okay, well, then, apparently y'all ain't too smart. Y'all can't build up your own country. And then it's true. Then it's always de-government and all this bullshit. You know, all these other racial groups, man, they come out here and they use black folk as a stepping stone. You know, you go on to swap meets, ain't nothing but Asians in there peddling our shit. Now, how they get the info on the hair fucking shit, where they selling us our hair? Man, this shit all traces back to the dominant society. You know, I look at people like Clyburn and all these black folks, Stacey Abrams, all these black folk with all their fucking democratic talking points that don't got shit to do with us at all. You know what I mean? It almost reminds me. Okay, I'm about to say, man, my mouse was tripping. What it does, it almost reminds me. It just reminds me of when you at the corporate plantation and you see somebody that's in a fictitious position of power, and they just kiki and go along with all other white people, what they say. You know, because in my personal opinion, and this is my personal opinion about the dominant society and just their infrastructure, they can't wait to go to work. It's their system. That's why they can't wait to be there to tell a nigga what to do. Let the reparation shit go through and niggas really get their bread. White people gonna start killing themselves, because who else are they gonna boss around? That's a lot of white people. They can't wait to get up in the morning just to tell a nigga what to do. Motherfuckers be thinking that I'm tripping. I'm telling you, I see it. Like I said, one of my mentors at one of the court plantations, she was white. She told me, she said, all these motherfuckers are racist. All of them. The majority of all of them, they all racist. They don't like black people. Why you think you don't see a position of black people? Why you think of the majority of black people in my department? Why you think this? Why you think that? Gaming me up. And she was like, and they definitely not gonna like no young black men that's oppositional of what they're thinking. But I'm glad that I got gained up like that so I can know, man, that corporate leadership shit. If you read Dr. Dennis Kimbrough's book, The Wealth Choice, all those black people that moved up within positions of power within these dominant society corporations, they left because of the way they got treated. Now you see this, they're trying to parade and show racial showcase that black sister that's supposed to be going into a partnership to buy the Broncos or some shit. Man, stop. The only nigga that I really did take serious was Bob Johnson. You know, he really did it himself. You know, everybody else, nah, stop. No diss to Byron Allen and all them. Byron Allen, man, you know, I like Byron Allen and, you know, his talking points, but Byron Allen, I don't really see that nigga coming through for black folk. You know, he got on TV when he wanted to sue and get his shit together. You don't really see or hear from the motherfucker. That's what I don't like about black folk. Black folk want to talk this black folk shit when they trying to get their money up. Then once they get it up, you know, it's the same thing. Like when you talk about this reality TV shit. You know, I see all these black people going at each other and trying to sue the networks. Man, you wasn't trying to sue them when you was getting paid and when you was on there acting a goddamn fool and acting like a clown. And now that, you know, the white folk done used and abused you and you can't get nothing more out of them, you want to turn to Omarosa. A lot of black folks do that on these shows. That's why I said the Braxtons, they should have got off that show. You're airing out your dirty laundry on TV. Do you see the white Jewish community doing that? No, you do not. Most wealthy motherfuckers, they not finna do. I'm talking about wealthy. I'm not talking about nigger rich or rich because they can get a nice house and a nice car. I'm talking about wealthy. Do you see the owners of Walmart on TV doing a fucking reality show? No. Do you see the Vanderbilts doing that? No. See the Morgans doing it? The Rothschilds doing it? You don't see none of those wealthy, you don't see the Rockefellers on TV. There's some descendants of the Rockefellers around here. Do you see them on TV saying, oh, I'm going to do a reality show? No. Warren Buffett is this thing called the 5%, or the 1%ers. And Warren Buffett's granddaughter was on there, and she basically was like, talked to the camera, basically was like, yeah, my grandfather says if I do this documentary, he's going to cut me off. Yeah, because he don't want you exposing how racist they are and what they do to people. The Oscar Mayer Wiener fucking corporation, that family. It's a very good documentary, and I watched that shit. That blew my fucking mind, because I was like, yeah, this is how these motherfuckers really think. So the same those people that think like that, they think like that at the motherfucking job too. Shit. These motherfuckers ain't your friends. That's why when I see the dominant society take shape and form, they always want to ask you personal business and shit. Shit that don't even have nothing to do with the goddamn job, but they want to ask you. And I just be looking at them. Like, you know, you get to the point where you like, I don't discuss that at work. You know what I mean? Because you get to that point when you're dealing with people like that. And I feel like, even when I look at our brother Marcel Dixon, where's the LGBTQ community? That brother is a part of that. Where are they at? Why are they not supporting them? See, this is what I'm saying. That's our brother, so we should still support him. And what I like about Marcel Dixon, that nigga don't be playing no fucking games. He be going in on them dominant society motherfuckers and talking about how we deserve reparations and all that. That's what I'm talking about, because he know he black first. Now, where is all the other people a part of that community? Why they not supporting them? But a motherfucker want to tell me, well, I can't be racist. I'm LBG. Man, stop. I remember, look, let me tell you something. I've worked with them motherfuckers before, man. And then the black people, oh, they the worst. They want to tell you don't use certain terms and certain things because it's offensive to gay people. Man, don't be worried about that shit. You need to be worried about a motherfucker calling you a nigga. Don't be fucking worried about what the fuck somebody is telling you. And they ain't got shit to, because a lot of these motherfuckers, they not on code, man. And I get so frustrated. Like, man, I had these conversations with my homegirls every day, man. Like, every day I try to talk to them or text them every day, man, because we all we got. And one of my homegirls, I don't want to say her name like that, but, you know, very intelligent. This sister, look, Erica, let me talk to everybody, Erica, Shani. This sister, she know everything about the corporate plantation job. Like, she can do the job with her eyes closed. I've never seen a person get treated so fucked up in my life at a job, man. It makes me want to just be like, man, fuck all y'all. Y'all full of shit, man. I mean, and this sister know everything at the job. I work with her. I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I had to reach out to her every day. Like, hey, man, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do that? Boom. She give me all the shit. It's my homegirl, man. I talk to her all the time. I got to send her some CMOS. I got to text her today. You know, we at the corporate plantation, and they like my family. She went to Doyce High School. She went to the same school as my mother. So, and, you know, I just feel like she like family. And just the way I see they do her, you know, at this corporate plantation, it blows my mind. And I just be like, man, fuck these motherfuckers, man. They get a kick out of doing us like that. For real, man. I'm just telling you the truth. This is what I see. This ain't no shit I'm making up. I'm watching it with my own eyes. And you know, when you working at a corporate plantation, you know, they often treat black folk like we supposed to be smiling all the time. I'll tell you like this. My homegirl, my homegirl, man, recently, she had, a death in the family, real, close death in the family. I talked about it before, and a motherfucker had the nerve, just the boldness of people. Like, you not smiling today. I mean, you can't even mourn your people because they expect you to be a grinning nigga every fucking day. This is the shit that I see with my own eyes. This ain't no shit that somebody told me. This ain't nothing I read. No, nigga, I'm watching it in real time. And I'm going to write about it too. Oh, I'm going to write about it because it needs to be said. It's despicable how they can go into victim mode once you like, hey, man, that's not appropriate. You know what I'm saying? And you like, hey, man, I don't want to talk about that. They'll flip it real quick. They'll go into Robin DiAngelo's White Fragility. I suggest everybody reads that book. And then you should suggest it to other fucking people, especially dominant society people. Give it to them. They really need to read it because she's talking about them. And, I just watched my homegirl, man, like, she still perseveres through it. And I know she be pissed off. And, and I try to build, what I try to say is, we try to have a solid rapport with each other and foundation with each other. Because that's all we got is each other at these core plantations. And if we don't stick together, man, you're fucked. Don't be trying to partner up with everybody else. Because everybody else ain't going to have your best interest at heart. And a lot of people, they just going to laugh at you. Especially when they're intimidated by the knowledge that you have for that particular employment area that you in. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, what's going on, Latanya? That's what I'm talking about. This is my homegirl, man. And just the shit that I see her go through, man, like, just her. And it's a mental draining situation, and it's mental warfare. It's mental race war. It's a mental race war because we are constantly competing with other racial groups, no matter what happens. And when you work your ass off at these core plantations, you become an asset to them because they want to work you to fucking death. They want to work you to death, and they want you mentally drained, tired. You can't focus. So eventually you'll snap, and then they can play the victim mode and then get you up out of there. That's why I suggest everybody has conversations with each other just to see how each other is and just see how each other's doing. Stop acting like you can't have a conversation with your brother or your sister, man. Straight up. And you say, why you saying that, Warren? Because a lot of times we don't want to listen to each other. Okay, I got you, man. I got you, sis. I'm about to get off right now, so I'm hit you up. See, look, this is my peoples right here. So I don't give a fuck how hood this shit is. Nigga, I got you. Did you text me? I got you. That's my sister right there, man. That's my extended family. Like, we all we got. And niggas gotta stop. And two, this is another thing too. Nigga, we have to start treating each other like family. Stop going on these jobs and want to try to fuck everybody at the job. Stop doing that. Have some self-control. And have some decorum. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. Because, nigga, it's bad enough it's not a lot of us as it is at these core plantations. And just treat everybody cool, but stop going there. Stop going there to try to create a cesspool of pussy. And women, stop going to the jobs, try to just get your fuck on. Come on, man. I'm not saying if you meet somebody at the core plantation, that's different. But if you want to go through your phase where you trying to fucking all that, man, don't do that at the job. You need the job to get paid. We just have to have rules and regulations, and we have to have a code established. And that's why I'm talking about Marcel Dixon, because why we not vote for him? Why they not talking about this brother? Why is he not on the news? He a part of the LGBTQ, my brother. But you know that the LGBTQ ain't saying shit about Marcel Dixon, because Marcel Dixon is talking about reparations for black folk. He's talking about helping black folk, foundational black Americans. Because as Neely Fuller Jr. talks about, the person, it's about replacing the system of racism and white supremacy and establishing a system of justice. Meaning, the person that needs the most constructive help gets the most constructive help. Well, foundational black Americans need the most constructive help. So trust me, man, I be tired all the time. I just be looking at people. That's why you get on the core plantation job, you just look at them like, man, I can't do it with you today. I don't have time to be tangling with you and going back and forth, man. other pressing matters going on. Black folk gotta really pay bills and shit. We can't just wake up one day and say we want to quit our job and go get another job somewhere else. We don't have what is called $1 million worth of whiteness. We don't have Medicaid. I wish I could get Medicaid food stamps. Nigga, I'll be food stamping my ass like a motherfucker. Don't think I ain't try either, by the way. Don't think I ain't try. Motherfuckers want to act like they too proud. Nigga, I'm not. I'll take all the motherfucking food stamps. Nigga, black folks deserve it anyway. We built the country for free. Without a repayment. But anyway, man, I digress. Shout out to everybody out there, the homegirl Latanya, Miss Tanya, Tasha, Shawnee, Erica, 066, Screwhead, Dave for No Compromise, you know, Mariah, everybody. And yeah, don't even trip, Latanya, because I got your CMOS. I just got to mail it off, so don't trip. It's straight. And I got to get with my little sister, too, and send her something, too, man. I'm trying to get this shit off the ground slowly but surely. But fuck it getting off the ground if people ain't reading and researching, then it doesn't mean nothing. Because I'm not here to try to, like, gouge my people and then they don't know shit. I'd rather you know and get the knowledge and fuck it. I get it. You can't always spend on the black business, but when you can, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. And I'm tired of all these scams calling me too. But anyway, man, I got nothing but love for everybody out there. Shout out to Erica, like I said, Florida in the building, Shawnee, all y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all. Remember what I always say, stay in your lane. Don't worry about what the next motherfucker doing. Stay in your fucking lane and analyze your lane. And it's going to stress you out. You ain't going to want to do shit. Sometimes it's going to even depress you. But when you get to that depression, you know what I'm saying, get with somebody that you can talk to, because 9 times out of 10, it's the core plantation that's going to depress you the most. And yeah, some people are like, oh, well, don't just complain about it, do something. Yep, you're right. You got to do something about it. But complaining about it with your brother and sister feels great. Trust me. It's therapy. It gets a lot off your chest, because they're the only ones that can understand where you're coming from. Hey, man, I got nothing but love for everybody out here, man. You know what it is. You know what it ain't, man. Hey, man. Don't be a Sambo or coon. And you know what my famous words are. Guilty, nigga. I'm out. Peace.